And right here, the bully boy, Michael Smith, world number 11, is a three-time winner on the European Tour. Very few people have won more than one. Even fewer have won more than two. Michael Smith is in some form as well, but he takes on a man on his debut on the European Tour. It's Rob Cross, a guy who goes from strength to strength. And we're only in April. He only got his tour card at the start of this year, having won the Challenge Tour. He is already nearly inside the top 64 in the world rankings. What a start. So life as a top PDC player for Rob Cross, the man from Sussex. I'm Dan Dawson. Chris Murphy joins me in the commentary box. I know you've been impressed with Rob Cross in his first few months as a PDC tour card holder.
Certainly have, and certainly impressed with his performance yesterday as well. A 6-1 win against Jeffrey de Graaf, posted the third highest average of the first round, and nobody scored better than Rob Cross yesterday.
In the first 9 darts?
Yeah, fantastic.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first leg, Michael to throw first. Game on!
Fantastic performance from him, and I managed to catch a word with him after his match, and he said he did feel a bit nervous on stage on the European Tour for the first time, but felt that he grew into the match.
Well, Rob Cross, of course, has played big stage darts before, a handful of times at the UK Open, which is, of course, where he came to prominence last year, and where he built upon that reputation this year. But I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of him in big stages. As Michael Smith fires in the first 180, an ominous sign for the debutant Rob Cross, because if Smith finds his range, he makes this game look ridiculously easy.
He does, and Michael Smith is enjoying a return to form this year himself. He looks to follow it up with another. Oh my! Oh, Michael!
How about Michael Smith enjoying his return to form? I'm enjoying his return to form. I think he's a phenomenal player to watch. But Rob Cross is continuing to impress. Tops. 10s for a 12-darter.
31.
2 darts missed.
Well, he may hit 2 180s in the leg and get broken. Treble 17 for a dart at the bullseye. Doesn't get it, so Smith will come back for double 5.
85. Michael required 10.
Down for double 2.
8
Oh, Michael Smith. 41 left after 9 darts and finds himself in the madhouse after 2 more visits. And Rob Cross to break the throw and go into the lead against the 3-time Euro Tour winner. Double 9 switches across. He doesn't like it. Sardonic look at the board there.
18.
And a shake of the head, and both men producing some great darts at the start of the leg, and it's all got horrible at the end, hasn't it?
No score.
Very horrible.
Rob, you require 18.
Well, he didn't like double 9. Looks like he's going straight for it. Now he gets a dart. Doesn't like double 4 either, but I think that must just be a
game show on the first leg.
Kind of
Rob Cross,
quirk of his facial expression.
That's just his face, essentially.
Yeah, we can't blame him for that.
Hasn't got a nickname yet, Rob Cross. Various options.
Yeah, a few have crossed my mind.
Don't need a nickname if you can just perform like that.
Well, 2 180s apiece already. Dad, give us a suggestion. Give him a suggestion.
Well, I quite liked crosshair, you know, like a target. Oh, missing the target there. Unfortunately, for a man who looks like Rob Cross, anything with hair in his nickname might be taken as some sort of mick take.
Yeah, so we'll cross that one off the list.
34.
Hot Cross, a particular favourite from the...
Hot Cross, seen that mentioned. Crosswire, he is an electrician.
97. Rob, you require 130.
He just change his first name to Chris.
Well, it's an option. Think about these things. Got to brand yourself as a dart player. You're not just a dart player anymore.
99.
You're a marketable commodity.
170.
Ultimately, it's the darts that'll determine how marketable you are.
It is, and Michael Smith, well, he's not going to get a dart for the big finish.
Rob, you
Cross
require 40.
to double his lead. A man with no nickname. He's certainly making a name for himself
Second leg.
on his Euro Tour debut.
Michael to throw first.
Well, Michael Smith hadn't faced Rob Cross until today. He's finding out a little bit more about him here in a not particularly pleasant manner.
Yeah, just a touch on that kind of return to form for Smith himself.
100.
He lost in the quarter-finals last weekend to Simon Whitlock in Jena. That was one of 7 quarter-finals for him this year.
45.
Certainly an upward curve based on the last year or so. He suffered a little bit, didn't he? I don't know if it was as a result of the Premier League. That's what some people suggest.
I think he admitted himself that it knocked his confidence. And from the very first week where he was forced to play twice because Gary Anderson wasn't around, and he lost both games, and he felt it was an uphill struggle.
100.
And it's an unforgiving position to be in the Premier League when you're playing week in, week out. You feel that you're already fighting against the tide. There's no letter. Frank Gerwin one week, Taylor the next week, Anderson the next week. Gary wasn't doing him any favours. Oh, wow. Look. 180 number 3 from Michael Smith, leaves 36, but 1-2-1 for Rob Cross, and it'll be 3-0, treble 17 for Bull. Once again, fails 79. To give himself a shot at the bullseye on the 1-2-1.
Smith missed 5 darts at double already in this match. Make that 6, 7, and will not get another in this
28.
visit.
Rob, you require 42.
Lazy dart thrown there, didn't care whether he busted it on 20 or accidentally hit the 1. Good job he didn't hit the treble 1, but it may matter not. Double 16, double 8 for 3-0.
34.
Well. 2 darts missed for a double break of throwing a 3-0 lead. It could prove to be Michael, because Michael Smith has finally hit a double.
Full flag, Rob to throw first. Game on.
Michael Smith told me last weekend, learned this about him, ridiculously, he does not practice doubles at all. Everything he does in his practice routines, and he is a massive practicer, Michael Smith. He does hours and hours and hours a week. Locks himself away. He'll do a few hours on his own, then he'll get one of his mates to come and join him, or one of his regular practice partners, solely on the trebles. He's got various routines, all based around the trebles, but doesn't even think about specifically practicing double. Today, looks like he could do with a bit of practice on that.
Well, show him the video of leg 1 down. If he changes his mind. We know that Rob Cross will not be fazed by playing
59.
3-time European Tour winner Michael Smith. As you mentioned, he's already won a PDC title on that day. These are the names 85. That he beat: Alan Norris, Max Hopp, Richie Burnett, Jamie Caven, Raymond van Barneveld, Gerwin Price and Mervyn King.
Well, hang on, there's only one in the top 10 there. That doesn't count. Should we immediately discount it and never mention it again?
58.
Seems like the wise thing to do. Or we could just acknowledge that there's some serious players on that.
95. Rob, you require
Just glancing at it, all of them except Hopper, winners themselves.
And Hopper's a world youth champion.
59.
2 world champions and 2 world finalists on it.
This is another man who held the title of world youth champion.
39. Rob, you require 91.
Now then, Rob Cross. Oh, great dart. Double 16 he wants. 75. Well, it's Rob Cross. His turn to miss a few doubles. 52. Michael Smith having hit 1. Oh, my word. Well, he's only going to get 1 more in this visit.
12 score.
And he puts it high. And rightly annoyed at himself. He repeatedly hammers the dart into 12, which is where he was aiming. He was a long way off, but he's punished by Rob Cross.
Good flag, Michael to throw first. Game on.
Bit lazy from the bully boy.
Yeah, it often gets thrown at him.
57.
That. Maybe by virtue of his quite nonchalant throwing style as it is. But when he doesn't kind of put the full effort into her throw, it looks kind of even more
54.
sort of careless, I guess.
Well, I would say, you know, I don't think you can question that things matter to Michael Smith. You can say, you know, beats himself up more than most players up there when things aren't absolutely perfect. And he does work hard at his game.
Yeah, big practice, and we've watched him mature as well over the last few years.
Yeah,
because
certainly.
in the early days he was
138.
very much barracked for his sulking ways. I remember a game at the Grand Slam when he seemed to throw in the towel against Phil Taylor.
93.
Doesn't do that anymore. Maybe the odd sign of frustration, but he will not give up the fight, Michael Smith, these days.
Yeah, that's the big difference, isn't it? Rob Cross, ton 40, doesn't leave a finish.
140.
Michael Smith.
131.
Very nicely done. He does get to a finish, but Rob Cross still the favourite for this leg, you feel. Certainly is now. Lovely stuff from Rob Cross. Now Michael Smith makes these look easy. Easy. Easy.
140. Rob, you require 32.
Good on the trebles, not so much on the doubles. It's as if he's been practicing it.
Well, let's see how Rob Cross fares on double 16.
Rob Cross,
Break a throw.
Rob the throw first.
4-1 lead.
Game on.
Turning into something of a dream debut on the European Tour, following up his 6-1 win yesterday against Jeffrey de Graaf. Could be beating Michael Smith by the same scoreline here.
Well, it's a similar sort of level performance we saw from Rob Cross in the first round. He's averaging currently around about the 95 mark. There you go. In fact, 95.54 is what he averaged in his opening round win against Jeffrey de Graaf. That was a 6-1 win. He's only dropped one leg so far, but that average from Michael Smith, the first 9 is nowhere near what you expect from
58.
Smith. But it's the overall average that's been dragged down by 1 in 10 on his doubles. And that has been the difference, because he has had opportunities in this game. He's had a number of opportunities. It's not like he's had one leg where he's missed 9 darts. There have been 2 or 3 darts here and there and here and there. And this could be a very, very different game if Michael Smith was taking his chances. But what does it they say on the European Tour? Treble is funny, but double makes the money. Bless them. BBC Europe and then Google Translate songs to kick off Euro Tour sessions of darts.
100.
Well, and Michael Smith may need the double to make the ranking money in this match, because of course
72.
should he not win here, his prize money will not be added to his rankings, and all the players that are kind of lower ranked seeds will start to worry.
96. Rob, you require 108.
108 for Rob Cross to go within a leg of the final day of action. Looking for the treble. Ooh, just unable to find it.
56.
Michael Smith, well, he's struggling to take out 1 dart checkouts. Can he take out a ton plus? He might,
72.
but he doesn't.
Rob, you require
And again,
52.
Rob Cross looking to take advantage of a miss from Michael. And again, looks a bit annoyed that he has to hit doubles.
36. Michael requires
Maybe it's from
40.
the Michael Smith school of darts practice. Treble should be good enough. But it's double trouble.
30.
It is one of those days for
Rob,
Michael
you
Smith
require
today.
16.
A phenomenally talented young man who I believe will go on to win many, many more things. But I'm not sure he's going to win today because he cannot hit a double.
Game
and
shot
Rob
in the
Cross,
6th leg.
despite
Rob Cross,
missing his
7th
fair
leg,
share of
Michael
doubles
to throw
himself,
first.
is actually hitting some.
Yeah, Michael Smith now needs to
42.
dig deep and find something that perhaps James Richardson had earlier on, 5 legs in a row to level with Gerwyn Price in a bonkers match. Although Price finished the job.
96.
But we could be on the verge of seeing a 3rd straight seeded player leave the tournament.
And it could be back-to-back 6-1 victories for Rob Cross, which, when you're making your debut on the
93.
European Tour, you can't ask for much more than that. you've beaten a former major finalist in the BDO, only dropping a single leg. And you're on the verge of only dropping one leg against a man who's won 3 of these titles.
140.
Robbie Green, the guy who really pushed Mervyn King yesterday in the first round. He's jumped in on social media to suggest Supercross as his nickname. Well, it's been pretty super from him in his opening few months. It's been pretty super over the last year. He only started taking up the challenge tour after the UK Open when he qualified as an amateur qualifier, and he absolutely blitzed it.
You think it'd be Michael Smith who will be feeling Supercross after this one?
129.
Treble 20 for Bull.
57.
So 108 for Rob Cross.
Robbie require 108.
One treble will get him a match dart. Well, it won't anymore. So 60 off leaves 48. It'll be 16 for double. Nearly
76.
Nearly bust it.
Well, the trend of the match
72.
is that he'd think he might get another chance. Because that's not near the double 12, but that's
shot
it.
on the 7th leg. Michael Smith, 8th leg. Rob to throw first. Game on.
Well, could we see another James Richardson situation here? Could we?
Well, we could.
Any outcome is possible.
No matter how unlikely
43.
it may seem, Dan.
I've heard that. Heard people say that.
134.
But it's factually correct.
It is.
Michael Smith is a player capable of catching fire.
He certainly is that. But Rob Cross has shown enough to suggest that he can live with Michael Smith, certainly today.
100.
Yeah, here he's caught in the crossfire. Whitlock or Webster will await the winner of this one. They're playing the afternoon
44.
final match.
Yeah, we've got Alan Norris and Dimitri Vandenberg up next, and then it's the Whitlock-Webster clash, a repeat of their World Championship meeting where Darren Webster absolutely took Whitlock to the cleaners. And it looks as if Rob Cross is going to be the man to face the winner of that one. Because that is a fantastic setup to leave him a 2-darter, and Michael Smith, who's had huge struggles on the doubles today, is not going to get a dart in this visit. And Rob Cross to close it out, 100 points needed. Tops. Or is it treble 16 for double? It is treble 16 for double, but he's unable to find the treble. And Michael Smith, well, the doubles drought. He ended it in the last leg.
34.
But it's back. It is back. And I think Michael Smith might be backstage in just a few moments' time as Rob Cross steps up for a 6-2 win, double 16. And Rob Cross, on his debut on the European Tour, finds himself in the final day of action at the Happybet German Darts Open.